afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River in Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. The Giants attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Steven Strasburg gets the ball for Washington in this one. What's your take on? On him, Dan.
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last three starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting. And we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Eaton going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Robles waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
So stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. He's set, and the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call
him. And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Tyler Anderson, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
A guy with a big future and a former first-round draft pick. Mid-90s fastball, good assortment of off-speed pitches. What he's lacking right now is just getting some experience, and he should get that. And when he does, look out. When he puts it together, this guy has a huge future ahead of him.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Danny D-Row, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Two and 1 the count to Trey Turner. still even at 2-2. Liner toward right center. Hence is there, and he has it for the first out. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on Trey Turner. This guy stole over 40 bases last year, Matt. Over 40. That's a big number, especially in today's game when guys don't run a whole lot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. Eaton stands 5'9" as you see him in the left-handed box. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And Longoria's got it for out number 2. Juan Soto to the plate now. You've seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. The 1-2. Is low and outside for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. Ryan Zimmerman would be next. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Brandon
right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And he got him. Now batting, Wilmer Flores. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Fly ball to straightaway left. Soto has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Buster Posey now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Line toward the alley in left center. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved extra bases as the side is retired. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Ryan Zimmerman.
First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is off the fence now out near the Washington bullpen. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Too low, 1-0. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. 7 hits in 13 tries. Now a swing and a fly ball. Yastrzemski on the move, and no one will track it down. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Zimmerman stands at second with no outs. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's take a look at Hunter Pence. A 5-tool talent. Yeah, that's right. 5-tool talent. It's an acquired taste the way he goes about getting it done. But bottom line is, Hunter Pence is one of the better players in our game. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Line towards center field. Pence will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nationals leave 1. We'll move Move to the third with no score. Ready now, Alex Dickerson. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in. He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Dickerson, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Chopped at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Struck him out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Kendrick. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the 2nd out.
Batting done.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. First pitch of the at-bat. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And he fouls this one off. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Giants down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. At the plate, Kurt Suzuki, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
The catcher, Kurt.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And this is low, ball
Ball
1.
no strike.
The 1-1. It's a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
2-1.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. And
strike.
Easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Grounded slowly to the left side. Crawford gonna have to hurry, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now to the plate, Victor Robles. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First offering on its way. That just misses off the inside for ball one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit hard to short. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Trey Turner hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And he misses inside with that one, ball one. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to work.
2 out, nobody on. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Now a line drive that's hauled in at first base. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Hunter Pence digs in to get things started.
Pence.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Now batting, number 7.
Striding into the box, number 7 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Low for ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. There's one.
He's out.
Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
0-2.
Hey, last pitch was 94. Then you pull the string 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The first baseman, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Landon Belt looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 1-0. Here it is. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. One and two. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the Giants leave one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score.
Washington, the right field.
Here comes the first pitch.
Adam Eaton.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. And that's in there for a strike.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Ball one.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. Now at the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. So 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box now, Buster Posey hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. behind 0-2 now. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. Soto is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Now batting. Left.
Digging in to try it again, Alex Dickerson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
0-1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong in. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And a good pitch there as he reaches out to hit this one on the ground to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting. Third baseman.
At the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Starlin Castro. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Castro stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
2 strikes.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is a called third strike down in the zone. Nationals gone. Ready for another chance. Evan Longoria. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Eaton is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
Shortstop, Brandon.
At the plate, Brandon Crawford. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. One out, nobody on. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, Hunter Pence. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Strasburg on 1-1. Line hard toward right center. And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
Hero is kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
0-2.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Suzuki corrals it. And the throw to first ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he can. Settling in now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Popped him up. And this will be taken in by Longoria for the first out. Victor Robles digging in now.
Victor Robles.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
The batter, number
Ready
7.
once again, Trey Turner. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Turner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. In now, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The first baseman, number 9.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And here comes the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
A 1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. 0-2, the count's of Posey.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Hit on the ground to third. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Digging in once again, Adam Eaton. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. It's 1-2. This is hit softly to third, but there to take a hit away is Longoria. Quick reactions at the hot corner for out number 1. Now at the plate, Juan Soto. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
High in the air out to center field. Pence has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batter, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the fourth. Hitter Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Line to the right side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. We are still scoreless. Digging in, Alex Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Eaton is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Evan Longoria. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for ball 1. 2 balls and a strike to Longoria.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's the 1-0. Line towards center field. Robles is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Giants are here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
No balls and 1 strike. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 0-1 delivery. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth, back and forth.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first down. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now here it comes. At third, Longoria. And that's the second out.
Up next for the Nationals.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
To 1-2 now. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Number 60.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision. decision here. And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Michael Taylor will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do. The catching from here out. Yan Gomes is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. He's set and the pitch.
Number 10.
Chopper foul.
Jones.
Now the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Robles is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Now the pitch, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Count even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point.
Number 5. Mike Yastrzemski.
Now the national skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. On deck, the left-handed hitting Brandon Belt. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. You can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Here he comes again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a
designated hitter, Wilmer.
Will Harris enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
Now pitching for the Nationals, number 36.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Harris.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Comes set with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here it comes on 0-2.
0-1.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
2 strikes.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
2 balls.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a catcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
In now, Buster Posey. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The left fielder, Alex.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Dickerson.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In the dirt here, and the throw's behind him at third as this gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back. Trevor Gott is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Gott, a former employee of the Nationals. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
The 1-2 is off for that and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Standing in, Adam Eaton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Digging in now, Juan Soto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball one. The Giants are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Juan Soto becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. A ball and a strike. One and one. Here it comes. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Last strike now for the Nats. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they live to fight some more.
Here's Howie Kendrick, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Eaton at second. Zimmerman on at first with 2 down. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Another full count pitch on its way. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Giants go on the road and sweep their rivals. 3-0 the final score in this one.